So, Lacy, tell me what's going on.
Well, as you said, my daughter and her girlfriend, they stay with me. It's stressful. I work 24/7. I just lost my mother. And
So sorry to hear that.
I come home from work, maybe after working a 10 to 12-hour shift. And I don't even go in the house. I sit in the car with my bottle, just coping. I may get a call from my son, he's 11, letting me know that they had bitch arguments, calling each other bitches back and forth.
How long has your daughter been with Hope?
A couple of years.
Because they're babies. They're only 20 and 23. Got it. Do you feel like their relationship is healthy?
Currently, no.
Got it.
They're not in a good place right now.
Makes sense. And how long have they lived with you?
I think it's just been for a month this first time. Me and Regan, we had a verbal altercation.
Okay.
And they left.
What was the verbal altercation about?
Helping out a little bit more.
Giving back to the house?
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense. I mean, she's 23. She's living at home. She can give back. Do they work?
So currently, they just got a job. They always work together.
Okay. And what bills are they paying?
Currently, none.
No. Okay.
You know, you can help out, pitch in, but I don't really feel so much is taken from my daughter. I want her to build. I want her to get out.
Of course, of course. From your opinion, what do they fight about?
I have no idea.
But they are fighting in the house.
They're not physically fighting.
But arguing.
They may have a shoving match. Please don't bring that back to my house.
Got it.
Don't take it to nobody's house.
Got it, got it. So I think it's interesting. I want everyone to know that Lacy actually did not call the show. Her daughter Regan and her fiance Hope were the ones who actually called the show. They called the show to have their phones unlocked because they're having issues in a relationship. Now, I unlocked their phones and I started going through all of it. And the reason that they're not out here first is because I switched the story up. I have their phone results right now. And I'm gonna unlock their phone results and you'll understand why I brought you out. So, Hope wants to know if Regan was talking to any other women. She says she is not. My unlocked the phone. Investigators searched her texts, DMs, calls, and found that she is telling the truth. I mean, this is the same. Regan wanted to know if Hope was talking to any other women. She says she is not. And my unlocked the phone investigator went through her texts, DMs, and calls and found that she is telling the truth as well. Now, the issue that I have here is that then I started searching through the text messages. And I saw that both Regan and Hope were smoking a lot of weed, doing a lot of ecstasy.
Oh, wow.
After unlocking both their phones and matching, I saw the conversations between them two and how they were communicating with each other, that they were calling each other the B word constantly. There was a lot of fighting. That for me, when I saw this and saw that they were living in your home, this was a bigger issue for me at the age that they're at. This is a 20-year-old and a 23-year-old who are engaged, and there was something bigger for me. And I know they're backstage watching right now and probably figuring out why am I reading their results beforehand with their mother here, because this was something bigger. Hearing a little bit about your story and what's going on in your life, I wanted to figure out what's happening here with your daughter. So everyone, let's meet your daughter and her fiance. Please welcome Regan and Hope to the show. Now that y'all are cheating on each other, so you have that. Right. But there's a lot of other unhealthy behaviors in this relationship. Your mom just said that you're in the house, that she's seeing certain things go on. What do you think of what your mom just had to say?
We do argue. We do get in fights. We don't physically, we don't physically hurt each other. We never physically hurt each other. We do argue about a lot of petty things. We are two females, and we have hormones. We do go back and forth a lot. As for the drugs and stuff, I can admit we've taken ecstasy, but only on trips when we're driving long hours. And it might sound crazy or whatnot, but driving 8 hours at night from Michigan to Missouri, we only taken it twice. It might sound like too many, shouldn't do it. We knew what we were doing.
But do you understand the consequences
Of course
what
I
you're
do.
doing? Because the reason that the audience all had a shock and that your mother has tears coming out of her eyes is because we just heard a young, beautiful 23-year-old woman say she's driving intoxicated 8 hours on ecstasy.
Yes. And I understand the consequences of it. I understand the repercussions of it. We
Mom, what
really
do you have to say to that?
taking it to...
Did you know that she was taking ecstasy, even whether it's twice or once? You said it's twice, to drive 8 hours.
I had no idea.
What do you want to say to your daughter about that?
By the grace of God, you made it.
I understand from earlier, from reading also from the same thing my producer talked about, you lost another child, right, Lacy?
Yes.
Okay. That was your sibling, your brother? How long ago did you lose him?
I was 9.
You were 9. Okay. I'm so sorry. Here you go.
Oh, Lord.
Here you go, love. Here you go, love. Here you go, love.
Within itself, I have so much resentment.
Okay.
I know she resent me as well. I resent myself.
Why do you think she resents you?
Because I lost my son to the hands of a man who I was involved with.
Got it.
She was mine. I mean, that's trauma. Oh, hard trauma.
Got it. Okay.
It's never gonna go away.
Do you resent your mother?
I don't resent her for that reason. That was out of her hands.
Okay.
That was completely out of her hands. It's not her fault. It's nobody's fault but the person who done it.
Yeah.
I don't
Your daughter's telling you that she doesn't resent you.
No.
And I know sometimes you put a narrative in your head, but she's telling you she doesn't resent you for that reason. What is the reason you're saying that you have an issue with your mom?
I feel like I'm traumatized.
Okay.
I'm emotionally, mentally traumatized.
Okay.
And she's not the main factor. It's me. I have a lot of internal problems, emotions, feelings that I don't express often. I don't really talk to people about how I'm feeling. Pretty much hold it in, and when it comes out, it comes out. So when I react in such a way, I don't know how to stop.
Yeah. Do you feel like you can talk to your mom?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I love my mom. From the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
She's all I got.
Yeah.
She's all I got. I mean,
And for as long as I can remember, our motto has been, we are all we got. Me, her, and my brother. We're all we got.
Do you think your mom accepts your girlfriend
As a person,
as a person?
I feel like she's accept her as a person and who she is.
Hope, what do you think?
I'm just here with my baby. I mean, I will respect her mother at any cost. Like, that's based on my elder, like, older than me. I'm, of course, respect her. But I just feel like I'm nothing but good and, like, in the house, respectful, all that. So I feel like I should be nothing but accepted.
Mm. And Lacy, is that your opinion?
So I'm my mom's child.
Mm-hmm.
So any situational get back that I had, my mother accepted whoever I brought in my life. But just like I do, she would speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
Regan is my 2.0, but she's everything I wanted to be, and then some.
That's beautiful.
I tell her that all the time. She, has so much ambition, but like she said, she won't get up off the couch sometimes. Yeah. Or not either.
It's
but
the truth. It's the truth. I have my moments of laziness.
Uh-huh.
I do. It could be a period of time. It could be 2-3 weeks where I don't want to do anything. I barely want to move.
Yeah.
And it'll pile up.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pile up, and it'll look bad. Even if I feel like in the inside that I'm trying, it doesn't show that I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that I am, it frustrates me though.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to get up.
I'm gonna let you know something before we get into any more of this, is that I gotta correct you very quickly. You're not lazy. You have dealt with something traumatic in your youth. You dealt with something traumatic as well. And you both all have not fully dealt with the emotions and the grief of what happened to you. And what you're describing is depression. And I'm assuming by that response, neither of you have ever seen a doctor or someone who could talk to you about that.
So look, I've been through so much in my life that I have a session, and then usually they say, okay, make a next month appointment. The doctor never has a slot open.
Got it.
And then we're back in now square one.
Square one.
It's like, it's repetitive.
Yeah,
I
I get
haven't
it.
found that therapist.
That you need, yeah. So that's why I'm here to let you know. So when you say things like, I'm lazy, I'm doing these things, you're not. You're actually doing the best you can with dealing with the trauma and the pain you are. And I want you to release that guilt off of yourself.
Yeah.
I want you to release that burden, both of y'all. Because especially as a young woman, if you don't release that burden now, that will hold you down because you'll always think like, I'm not doing good enough, even though you're trying your best. So just please, for me, don't call yourself lazy anymore.
Okay.
I know, Regan, your mother has opened her house to Hope because she loves you.
Yeah.
How do you think that the fighting between you two is stressing her out?
She doesn't need to see that. One, why would she want to see her daughter going through that?
I mean, I can't lie to you. The reason that I read the results before y'all came out here is because I was appalled by how many times y'all call each other the B word.
Yeah.
It seemed like a pet name.
Yeah.
And y'all can tell me, Hope, you quiet over there, but I know you're not quiet in real life. Because I saw your mouth in them text messages.
Girl.
I mean, it's not a good word. I know I should never call her that. Like, that's out of pocket. It's not really no but either. It's just, it's out of pocket. I don't really have an excuse. I really don't want an excuse to say behind that word, because that's a powerful word that we just tossing around like a beanbag. To be honest, we're together 25/8. Honestly, we do everything together.
Y'all remind me of all my little young lesbian friends when I was young, y'all age. They was booed up, like married already. It was like a year married.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. It took 2 weeks. I knew it. I figured.
Yep.
You know what they call that? It's called codependence. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Do you spend time with your mom without Hope?
I don't. I haven't.
Talk to your mom.
know,
Tell her why you don't spend time with her without your girlfriend.
It's not that I don't want to. Of course, I would love to just spend quality time with you. I feel like if it was expressed, me and you, we should go do something, it would be no problem.
Well, if you two are going to live with your mom needs to give you some boundaries. You got any boundaries for them?
Yeah, just get up. I know sometimes it's hard. It's hard for me too, but I got to go to work every day, even if I'm crying at work. You know that.
Right.
Get up, make your rounds in the house, go to work. And you're doing that. We ain't talked about financial.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about you getting up and out of there.
Right.
Put food in the house and hope you're doing it. And so,
What about the fights, Mom?
they gotta stop, definitely.
You telling me? What I want is for the fact that you two are going to spend more time with each other. Your mother is allowing you to be in the house. And I think it needs to be a boundary of like, if this continues to be this unhealthy, that you all have to respect yourself enough as human beings to say, you know what, we can't, because this codependency and whatever y'all got going on, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. And right now, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not saying this will happen, I can only track patterns, is that right now, y'all are calling each other bees, waking up in the morning, y'all going off on each other, and it's big things. There's one day that gets physical.
Yeah.
Your first relationship shouldn't be this heavy. I would say that some of the first things y'all should do is get a different job. Y'all need to be working together. So I would tell you, as I can give y'all the close of this, I'm glad that we were able to, for y'all to get answers, y'all not cheating, but also more so, which was most important to me, is that some truths came out that your mother needs to know about you. And so this relationship can start to mend. And this relationship, you now start to figure out, how can you figure out if this is not going to be healthy, it needs to end. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully y'all all got something, and I wish y'all all the best of luck.
Thank you.